This was the year, man. This was it.
I know.
Tampa, the 30-year anniversary. OJ. This was it, man. Welcome to True Blue with Mike Viv and LPG.
Sports stopped March 12th, 20th, something like that, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that I've done since then was watch Super Bowl 42 on the NFL Network. I couldn't wait for the draft, which the NFL killed it. And then I couldn't wait for the schedule to be released. The NFL has crushed it.
They've crushed it.
You
didn't even mention the combine, which kind of like leaked in there a little bit.
It's true. That's right.
And free agency. So let's start at the beginning. Monday Night Football, Steelers. I don't even know who's on the Steelers anymore. Who knows who's going to be their starter?
Hey, look, the only thing you have to worry about right now or think about, first of all, I hear everything you're saying. However, I disagree. I don't agree with you. You don't know who, you don't know where, you don't know when, you don't know anything in COVID freaking 2020. so
I was like, wait a second. Where are you going with this?
This is by far the weirdest year in the history of my life, at least football-wise. And to be honest with you, football is the only thing that has had me at the edge of my seat for months now. So with that said, going back to what you said about the Steelers, you do know who's on them because you know Big Ben and his fat ass is going to come into MetLife, okay? And he's going to have Juju to throw to, and he's going to have Connor running the ball and Connor out of the backfield. And I do believe that, and I don't want to make excuses for the Giants, so I'm going to make excuses for the Steelers. The Steelers are going to come in. They haven't worked together because of COVID that much.
Roethlisberger's going to be 325. He's going to have whiskey coming out of his pores.
At least he's going to have another charge.
No training camp.
Somewhere, you know what? He might not have a charge if he didn't leave his house. That's the only problem I have is that he might be safe. He might be safe. But look, I agree with you with the secondary. I think Bradbury's going to be put on Juju. I think there's no need to have anybody eyeing Ben Roethlisberger if he runs out of the pocket.
Right.
So as long as you have, I don't know, X-Men or Blake Martinez, don't sleep on his covering skills. Better than Ogletree. So, take Connor out of the backfield. The Giants put together a pass rush, which is unfortunately
whatsoever. Yeah.
We'll be talking about it for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I think the Giants steal one right away on Monday Night Football. I think Daniel Jones hits Evan Ingram for a late score. Caden Smith already has a score. Barkley already has a score. And Shepard already has a score. And the Giants pull away. Giants pull away 72-10. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm going to mark 1-0.
I'm spitballing. I think the Giants are 1-0.
Giants are 1-0. I don't think you'll get a lot of pushback on that one. Now, you are super duper homer, which I love.
I'm to the point where it may be a little bit ridiculous, but tough shit.
I'm going to try to keep you a little straight here.
Not going to happen.
Just a little straight.
No problem.
We're going to Chicago.
Easy victory.
In September. Thank goodness it's September because I don't want to go there in December.
Correct.
So,
that's again.
That team's in shambles.
He scores 3 times that day.
Okay.
Just because. And
Fine.
You know who?
A healthy Evan Ingram is the key to Golden Tate this year.
Actually, I think
and Slayton opened it up on the outside.
I think Caden Smith. That was such a pickup by DG,
Dude,
and he doesn't get enough
came on
credit
amazingly strong.
Oh my God. He just doesn't get enough credit for it.
Yeah, but I mean, we got Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram
He's gonna take a lot of his
/ tight end / wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's got to stay healthy. I believe he does stay healthy, to be honest with you.
And he's got to block.
His foot is fine.
I want to look at Caden Smith's blocking, like analytics, because
you don't like it or you do.
I don't know. I want to look at it.
Oh no, I have no idea. Look,
because I know Evan Ingrams are bad.
No, I just think he's a little light for that.
Well, so then he's probably his analytics are bad as a run blocker or a pass
But
blocker.
you know what? I don't think, I don't, other than a disguise, I don't think Evan Ingram is there for that. I think Caden
Right.
Smith is there for that, and then Evan Ingram is there for third down or
Yeah.
second long or whatever package the Giants put together, and hopefully it's double tight end.
Double tight, take down the Bears in week 2 at a 1:00 game. Then we're gonna have the Niners, which we got lucky that because we play the NFC West, I think we got a little lucky in that we got the best team that has to travel to us. So
Correct.
the thought here is that we can steal it because the Niners can't travel for an early East Coast game. I mean, that's pretty much our
I
only.
see. And you're calling me the homer.
I said that's our only hope.
Oh, by all means, try and keep me, try and keep me focused here. Listen, I heard that the plane was going to have tremendous turbulence, mad people sick. So, the Giants 3-0 playing the Steelers, who's going to win that division, and the Niners, who are going to win their division. Kidding.
I don't think we're winning this game. However, if the first 2 games come to fruition, if we're 2-0 going into that game, and the Niners actually, I don't know who they play, but we'll look into what they play week 1 and 2. It could be a whole different dynamic by week 3. We can be riding high with confidence, and we can have a team that comes in a little lagging, a little dragging. Maybe they played the Monday night game the week before. They're on short rest. Who knows what the Niners are? That's our only hope, though, because they're a good team. They should have won the Super Bowl. So
I agree with they were up.
I'm going to chalk that as an L. I'm chalking that as an L. I'm sorry, my friend.
I'm going to let you pick this game.
Thank you.
So I guess that they're 2-1.
Because then we have to fly to the West Coast
for the Ram game.
For the Ram game.
Yeah.
Now that is October 4th.
That's a 4 o'clock.
It's a 4
here.
o'clock game in LA.
Correct.
They took a step back, the Rams, last year.
Correct.
But they are still a very well-coached team. And
the Rams are going to be a force to reckon with.
Yeah.
I do agree they took a huge step back, but that doesn't still have them as a good, team. That's going to be a tone-setting game, and I'll tell you why. The Giants lose to the Niners. They're 2-1, and they have to stick at 500. Above 500, they fall to 2-2. Having the Dallas Cowboys, after that,
right.
You have to stay a game above that 500. You do. As a coach, as a coach, I'm telling you that I don't like those games. I don't like the 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3. I don't like that. I don't like playing that 500 ball game. Although I guess
although we haven't been there in a couple of years.
Yeah, I was just going to say, as a Giant fan, I would take it.
All right. So listen, I think if we told
You're
me
chalking
today,
that up as a loss, aren't you?
I am. But
okay,
I'm going to put it in a bigger perspective.
Sure.
I say coming out of these 4 games, 2-2, I'm okay.
Okay, so you're telling me right off the bat, put the season, kind of start doing 4 games. The Giants are 2-2. I would tell you that I'd be happy with that.
Correct. That's okay. We agree. Now going into Dallas, this is the ball. This is your talk about tone setting game.
Right. I would have rather this game be home, but it's away. We're talking the 5th game of the season, and we're going to Dallas. So we've gotten beat up by the Niners. We had to travel to LA, and now we're going to Dallas. That bothers me. However, Zeke gained 45 pounds in the beginning of the season. So, CeeDee Lamb or whatever, CeeDee Lamb, he's garbage. You're not talking me off the ledge for any Dallas or Eagle game this year. The Giants are kicking all our asses this year, both games. So the Giants are no way dropping below 500.
Now, I will say something. I have to reel you in, but I like it. I have every year when I do win, loss, win, I kind of take it. I don't do it this way. I actually take it a different approach. I actually do split the division. I split the division every year. I go 3-3, and then let's start with every other game. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing I do, and that's the first thing I do every time. This one I can go either way. At this point, we're gonna split. We're gonna split this. We're gonna split this division.
If you're splitting the games, which I hear you're saying we'll split a home and home.
Yep.
Then we're losing this game, and the Giants are now 2-3.
Okay, and I will tell you why I'm okay with that, because I have an ace in my pocket for down in a little bit. Okay, I'll come back to this. So we're 2-3. We go on we're home against the Redskins. We're not even going to talk about this game. We become 3-3. Then we got to go to Philly on Thursday night.
Right, that's what I'm looking at.
We have to look at what the Eagles play, who and what they do the week before. So if they're on the road,
you got Washington before that.
Yeah, I skipped that. So that's a W.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to Eagles.
We're not even talking about.
We're not even talking about that.
I love it.
We're going 3-3 into the Eagles Thursday night game.
So we don't care about the Chase Young, who I don't even know who that is.
Nope.
We don't care Landon Kong. We don't care about that game.
No.
All right, great. I love it.
No.
We don't care that Haskins is a bust.
No. Yes, but that's why we don't.
So
we got the Eagles, which is amazing. We played them in week 7 when Wentz will be already hurt. So that's awesome.
Well, we could have played them week 2, but okay.
So Thursday night is, again, something that we can kind of hold our hat on, because the Eagles healthy are scary. But Thursday night is a different animal. Early season Thursday nights, they're different animals. So if we have
but it's also a different animal in Philly on a Thursday night where they get to drink all god darn day, and then we go in. I hate the.
Well, they're all unemployed anyway, so they'll be drinking from the afternoon.
I know, but they got so many stimulus checks; it's not even funny.
It's gonna run out by then, though, bro.
That's true. Listen, right, and they're gonna be mad. The funny thing about going to Philadelphia is when you're a fan, you go to Philadelphia and the Eagles lose, they're animals, the fans. When you go into Philadelphia and the Eagles win, they're animals. It doesn't matter, bro. So I just don't like going there, and I definitely don't like going there at night. So I already know where you're going. We already said we were going to split. So now the Giants are back under 500 again.
Yeah,
because they caught up with 500 in Washington, and now they're down underneath.
They're back 3-4. Listen, I have my thought.
I know.
I have my theory coming in. This is my theory. I know you have them at 14-2, but so we're gonna kind of split. We're gonna split the difference here.
All right. So now we have the Bucks coming in.
Yes.
It's Eli Manning night.
I'll tell you.
It's Ring of Honor. It's no one's ever wearing 10 again. It's all those things. You're shaking your head like, no.
No, I love it. It. And we're on rest now because we had the Thursday game the week before.
Correct.
So and it's going to be a reason to get up because Brady, and it's week 8, and there's listen, the guy's 43, 44 years old, man. This is going to be such a failure for Tampa Bay. It's ridiculous. The entire world is setting this up as like the greatest thing ever. This is going to be the biggest failure for these fuckers. You have no idea. The defense is horrendous. So we win this game in like one of the most funnest games. This is going to be the game of the year. Monday night,
the Giants are
November 2nd, crisp. Election day the next day.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Eli for president. Oh, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
All right, so the Giants are now 4-4.
So we're 4-4.
So let me ask you a question. You split the season in half. You told me in the beginning, look at the big picture. The Giants, after 8 games, were 4-4. Would you take it?
I would, because of the opponents. Niners, Rams, Cowboys, Bucks, Eagles.
Okay, I'll tell you why I'll take it. I'll take the 4-4. knowing that I'm getting another victory right out of the second
Right,
wave of the season against the Redskins. So
Correct.
now the Giants are 5-4, heading into the next couple of games where you got to catch your wind. You got to get on that wave and ride the end of the season, because that's when you better start to gel. You can have a couple of losses, but you better ride that wave till the end of the season.
So Jalen Hurts and the Eagles come into Giant Stadium the next week because there's no Wentz at this point and no receivers.
Yep.
And we take care of the Eagles at home.
Which we said we would split.
We split. So now we're 6-4.
I'm totally in agreement with that. I'll take it.
Mid-November.
Yep. And the Giants are now 2 games over 500.
2 games over 500. We go to Cincinnati, whoop up on the rookie who's going to flop on his face, Joe Burrow.
All right. So let's talk about that for a second. I am absolutely in agreement with that. I think Joe Burrow is going to take some lumps his first year. I think that things are not going to work out in his favor. He's probably going to put a couple of nice games together, if not a quarter of the season, but that's all I got for him as well. The Giants are now 3 games over 500.
And that's coming off the bye. So we're going to be super, super duper fresh for that to go to Cincinnati. I'm fine with that. We're at home against the Eagles, then bye, then Bengals. Awesome.
And then we have to travel to China and face the Seahawks.
Yeah. So as quickly as we've dismissed the Bengals, we're going to dismiss the Giants in Seattle. So now we're 7-5.
So we're 7-5, and then having to face Kyler Murray at home versus the Cardinals, where Kyler Murray is going to be running around. You got one-on-one coverage on the corners. I'm assuming. What'd you say?
Hopkins. DeAndre
Correct.
Hopkins. Yeah.
Correct. Which I'm sure Bradbury's going to be on. X-Man is gonna have Murray on one side. McKinney's gonna be looking. That's gonna be a tough game. I see in your movement that you want to have the Giants at 7-6, but I'm gonna disagree with you. Giants are winning this Cardinal game.
You know what? I'm a little split on this. The thing I have, part of me, I just think that Kyler Murray is gonna have this super monster like fantasy football year. That's my only thought on this game. I can't get out of my head because I think Kyler Murray is going to have like a ridiculous fantasy football year. So I just see he's going to put up massive numbers. This could actually be a shootout.
All right. Well, I'm letting you know right now. This is the game. This is the game of the year for you and I right now because
we just got blown out in Seattle.
Right, and you either have them at 7-7,
7-5. No, 7-5.
I mean,
going into
7-6, 7-6, or 8-5.
But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
It's a monster game.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. We're not winning this game because
you're saying that because you're looking forward to the Browns the next week.
Yeah, I am.
I think the Giants beat the Cardinals. I really do, regardless of Murray having a good game.
Yeah, but coming off that Seattle game is tough.
Right, and Judge got in everybody's ass.
Maybe this is a tough game. This is the toughest one so far, I think.
All right, I'm gonna go with the loss for you because I want to know how you're finishing the season.
All right, 7-6 going into the Browns. We're gonna win that game. Now we're 8-6. Now this is where it gets really interesting because, again, a COVID-free world, regular football world. It's been getting these dudes have been getting softer and softer and softer, and weird shit has been happening. We got to go to Baltimore. If Baltimore is 13-1, they're not going to be playing everyone. They have it locked up. They have a first-round bye. If they're 12-2, we might have this weird week 16, week 17 juju with us that we can win this Baltimore game. And I'll jump right ahead to the Dallas game, week 17, which is the same exact thing. Dallas might have the division already wrapped up at 12-3. They're not going to put all their there. I don't know. They might have. All right, fine. Fuck. I don't know. 10-5. It's still going to be better than the Giants.
The East is terrible. We're going to go down. We're going to go down to the last couple of games, and I don't give a crap I don't give a crap what Dallas's record is.
You do, because if they have
No.
a division
I hear what you're saying. I'm saying the Giants are splitting that no matter what. If the 12 and whatever, 11 and whatever, or 7 and whatever, that's a Giants victory no matter what. I don't care if people are sitting or not sitting, is what I was getting at.
dude.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm a tremendous Giants homer. You know that. I have the Giants winning double-digit games. No. If the Giants beat Baltimore in the way you put it,
Yep.
and beat Dallas, there's
They're
10 wins.
10-6.
That's double digits.
That's my thing. But it's only because of two things. You're not beating Baltimore if Baltimore has something on the line.
Agreed.
Sorry. So they have to lock it up. And that Dallas game is going to be a dogfight if it means something for both teams. And that's very scary for me.
All right. So the Giants are 10-6.
10-6. And they're going to win the
wild card game.
Yep. They're 10-6 and they win the wild card. Actually, if they're 10-6, it could get really questionable because Dallas might end up 10-6. I don't see Dallas winning 11, 12 games. If they're the team, maybe it's the Eagles that I don't see any, like you said, I don't see any team in the East winning.
No, I think the East is just it's been
they're
shit.
They're a 10-game division winner.
Yeah, correct.
So then we can almost actually keep that Dallas game separate and be like, yo, that's like the first playoff game. Because there you go. So I think that's not out of the question. It could be reversed that though. They could be 6-10.
All right.
we had 4 games that were like tough. And if the season actually fucking happens, they're going to give us content on a silver platter.
Okay, cool.
This was the year, man. This was it.
I know.
Tampa, the 30-year anniversary, OJ. This was it, man.
Damn it.
Hey, man. Good job. Good effort.
Stay blue.
Like it.
See you, brother.
Welcome to True Blue with Mike Viv and LPG.